Hey guys, so much Junior here, and Mustached, and welcome back to some more Doom Eternal. Alright. Oh boy. So, I read all of these finally, I think. And then, I read most of these. I think I actually I read all of these. So I gotta read all of these at some point, probably. Not as much, which is great. But yeah. Let's do the stage first.
Magnificent, Now quickly, the Khan Maker is nearby. We must stop her before she completes the ritual and gains full control over the Icon of Sin.
Okay, Star of the Makers. Interesting. You know what? How much reading is this? A little bit, probably. Yeah, not too much, I guess. Alright, here we go. Let's see, Hell barrages. Atop mighty thralls, the Hell Priest oversaw the invasion of the mortal world. The thrall slave titan of the underworld carried the priest temples into the wake of battle, providing the priests with vigil of emplacement for their temple perch. The priest would emanate a powerful sonic or psionic influence, imposing greater coordination among the chaotic force of hell and increasing their battle effectiveness. The thrall, possessing superior resilience, proved indestructible by conventional weapons, thwarting all attempts by arc defense forces. Only by serving the priest psychokinetically tethered could the Titan be neutralized, an act that could only be accomplished by the infiltration of the temple itself. And we have our three Hell Priests. Powerful practitioners of arcane magics, the priests have warped their powers to suit their insidious purpose, harnessing the dark forces of hellish psychomancy to prepare Earth for the final blood ritual. By blood, where the Hell Priest bound to the dark ritual which now consumed Earth, and so long as even one of them lives, the consumption of Earth would continue, allowing Hell unfettered rule of the mortal world. Only by destroying the priest can the blood ritual be stopped and Earth be saved. One of the three Hell Priests, Diog Nilux, is charged with ensuring that Hell's invasion of Earth succeeds. He prefers to operate on the planet's surface, working in his unholy barge carried on the back of the demonic titan. This provides him an elevated mobile position with which to oversee the campaign against humanity. Spiteful and cruel, Neelix frequently captures civilians' lives so that they're still rituals. Dark Viceroy to the Chaos Throne, Ronak has long served as one of Hell's emissaries on Earth, on a planet's inevitable invasion. In secrecy, Ronak has prepared the Hellgate, awaiting the omen of the Sixth Seal, which signals the Age of Rapture, which will cleanse the Earth as foretold by the Maker prophets. Ronak worked closely with Olivia Pierce during the development of the original Mars project, and since her death has taken total control of the UAC. His promises of wealth, power, and everlasting life have corrupted the organization from within, absolving its employees of their moral conscience, accelerating the sacrifice of Earth in exchange for the lure of Argent energy and the promise of undying union with Hell. Diagonak previously served the King of Argent Dinur as the Sentinel Priest, guiding the Argentina's spiritual growth as a hallowed figure. After the betrayal, he abandoned his homeworld, working on the path of the Khan Maker and personally overseeing the transformation of viable planets. Ronak has constructed a veritable fortress in the polar caps to protect him during his dark work. Doom Hunter. Once a race of beast-like hunters, the Doom Hunter creature was known to Sentinel warriors in ages past as lethal stalkers of the Metal Age. Extracted from the frozen depths of the polar tundra, the Doom Hunter belongs to the ancient race uncovered during cultist excavation in the remote Arctic. Preserved below the frozen ice for millions of years, the unearthed remains of the creature were deemed suitable for reconstruction, becoming the subject of cultist regenerative bioexperimentation within the remote citadel, a high-tech ritual altar which towers over the Gilgitrian ruins. The Doom Hunter was ceremoniously and systematically resurrected and rebuilt, while the majority of its components are now cybernetic, and it retains a high degree of mental faculty, a sentinel brutal hunting instinct augmented with the armament of a tank division. I'm sorry if I read these before, but I forgot which ones I've read and haven't read. As civil war consumed Argentinur, the Night Sentinel's guard was courted by their faith, torn between serving the Khan Maker or revolting against that which they swore to protect. That those most disillusioned forswore their oath to the Sentinel royalty, abandoning their pact of allegiance made to the throne. These hardened warriors joined the separatist led by the exalted priest class, allying themselves with the makers and their devout acolytes in an attempted coup against the Sentinel royal house. Those Sentinel warriors who fell in battle, having sided with the Makers, ultimately denied finality in death. Resurrected by the divinity machine of Maker design, these fallen Sentinels were returned from the dead, transformed by Hell's power, and recreated with a singular purpose to hunt the Slayer, now reborn as knights in Hell's army. Deathgrave remains the most powerful of the Hell Priests amongst the people of Argentinur, frequently visiting his ancient homeworld to lord over the populace. Arrogant and pompous, Grav calls for blood sport in the arena and to entertain the fallen citizens of Sentinel Prime. Since the demonic invasion of Earth began, he has operated on this planet's surface along with his fellow Hell Priests to direct Hell's forces, but after the death of Diag Nilix and Diag Ranak, he has fled to safety of the arena. It was Diag Grave who facilitated the torment and eventual betrayal of the Sentinel commander Valen, taking keys to the spectacular of elements and opening the vault of the sleeping reefs. The ancient creatures were abducted, transported to Hell, and tortured to siphon away their power. He used their heart and of Valen's son to animate the icon of sin, and a titan still spoken of in legend throughout Argentina. In the years following of the end of the Golden Age, competing factions of Dernier turned against one another. An insidious influence had beset itself upon the Sentinel people, corrupting its once held sacred traditions. The Colosseum, once a place of honorable combat where prisoners of the Argentina were tested for the right to fight the front lines of their armies, has since become a place of blood sport and violation of Sentinel law. The priest has encaged a demon there, a merciless executioner used to enact judgment of their own decree. The gladiator, wielding an accursed shield, which atones the tormented soul of an undying master, remains undefeated in battle, infamous for the many lives it has claimed. The city of Nakraval was built in Hell by the combined efforts of the makers and Sentinel engineers, designed to produce a continuous flow of argent energy, constructed of stone and fell steel, a foundation of uncounted corpses, The sprawling fortress funnels a constant stream of victims towards Celebus, the sightless judge. This ancient demon is a rare breed, unable to communicate or move without a great difficulty. It exists as an overseer of sorts, waiting as cages packed with the recently slain are brought before it, determining which souls are candidates for the Argent process. Operating not unlike a large-scale slaughterhouse, Necroval is divided into many sections. The most immediately accessible portions contain the abandoned pit, an enormous chasm where victims are herded. Beyond Celebus, the Argent-worthy souls are directed deeper into the back fortress. Those who he renders unfit are discarded as waste, their tortured souls thrown into the burning sludge of blood swamps. The transformation of mortal creature into demon is a laggard and gradual process, one that can take eons to transpire without the catalyst of Argentina intervention. The victim is left to maunder in the shadow land for years uncounted. With ages time, they transform into demon. During their nightmarish journey, the eternal slowly drains from the body, and and in that dark realm, the substance of mortal life is manifest as matter. It gathers in pools of volatile aura found all over hell. Demonkind call these pools the well, and use them to invigorate themselves for battle. It is from this aura that the essence is formed by melding it with wraith energy, that which lights the darkened hall and sets the sentinel world ablaze. The essence is founded. The combining of these primal energies creates argent energy, a power source so potent, so incalculable, formidably, that it has consumed the Argentina and driven us to greater influence that was ever possible with wraith power alone. This is one of the soul spires identified in the Argentina text built to the central columns of directly to Argent Dinar through a Pale Priest created continuum gates. This particular one is linked to Urdok, the home world of the Makers. There is no continuum gate here, presumably due to the Con Maker's natural destruct of those under her charge. The Soul Spires were designed by the Makers to accelerate the processing of mortal victims to Argent energy, and built in secret by Sentinel slaves under the direction of Order Diag. This forced labor was a crucial step in fulfilling the Conmaker's desire for Argent, as being from Urdok and unable to cross over to Hell's dimension. That's Necroval Part 2. Feel the Infernal Flame Part 2. The Maker's need for their essence is prime. Without it, they must suffer the monstrous fate of transfiguration and see the rare wisdom and facilities slither from their twisted forms by biting of the Conmaker herself. The Order of the Diagua has devised a method to improve and accelerate the production of the Hell Aura. What once took eons for the passage beast to attain can now be accomplished in short order in Argentina intellect, and with greater efficiency and consistency. Reconstructed so the Soul Spire's best halls erected in the savage lands by our slaves and under direction of the Order. Even though we raised a monument on their ground, demonkind does not harry us during assembly of the soul spires, for the Conmaker herself bartered a deal with the Dark Lord that rules over the Shadow Walkers. A bargain was struck. The demons would be given fresh worlds and souls to consume, bolstering their forces and expanding the corrupting domain of hell, and the Makers would be granted access to the flow of Argent. The uh, is that an A? I can't tell. The procedure, I think that's procedure, inside the soul spires, and thus the captives are tortured until no semblance of humanity remains within them, bereft of hope. The mortal soul is vulnerable and can be easily extracted. This we achieve with a machine from the enlightened mind of the conmaker herself, the Avulsar. Once the Avulsar has done its deed and the soul has been extracted, the victim's body is ejected into the wasteland where, as before our cunning meddling, it becomes demon over time. We gather their volatile aura and store it in the vast reservoir. There is coalesced with wraith energy and subjected to the infernal fires of hell itself. In the heat of the primal fire, the essence is loosed and captured for our gain. The final stage of the process is the divine of the gains. Vast quantities of the essence are fed directly to Argentineur to power our machine and drive our engine. The rest is reserved for the Conmaker. Though she may never set foot in the Dark Realm, she has devised means to teleport essence to the Holy Land, that which she calls Urdok, the domain of angels. Her use of essence is unchallenged, for was she and her court that gave us design to capture the essence, and her payment is just. And we just got this. Urdok. This is Urdok, the home of the makers. A brief age analysis of the structures and architecture here indicates that the world is older than any other in our databases. Similarities can be drawn to multiple pan-galactic religions, indicating that the makers' influence was not limited to Agent Genera, and that over eons their influence has spread across the galaxy and potentially the universe. Some imaginaries akin to religious icons of the Orion Cygnus. The name Urduk is common tongue in the Maker language, but can be approximately translated to the word for paradise or heaven in hundreds of different languages, further cementing the theory that the Makers have been a religious impact of mortal beings for millions of years. Despite their seeming godliness, the Makers have a past, a some point of their ageless history that is there is a mention of the Father, a logical alien entity that endowed the Makers with the vast knowledge and technical ability. Analysis of Maker artifacts and scripture indicate that the Father may have been a singular being, the split to form the Maker race, or instead transferred an incalculable power into the vast structure known as Urdok, which has birthed the Makers in perpetuity. It seems that the Makers, though exceptionally long-lived, eventually suffer some form of biological and mental degree, oh my god, degradation, at which point they undergo a process known as the transfiguration, wherein they allow a voluntary death and resurrection somehow tied to the Father. This process may have been complicated or damaged in the recent past. There are no records of how the Father came to the Makers when it was first discovered, or if they had any physical form before the Makers. The first mention of the Father is in regard to a building named the Luminarium. It was a temple of sorts where Makers would go to seek answers. The essence of the Father was stolen by one of their own, by a Maker referred to as a Seraphim, who the Seraphim is or was, he did the thought within with the Father's conscience is unknown. Records show that one of the Luminarium simply ceased to communicate, and that a deep scan of its data banks revealed no remaining trace of the entity. Urdok itself exists in an anchor state utilizing highly advanced dimensional shift technology to allow this a static position as a subquantum level. This essentially inverts their position to a relation to hell. Both planes of existence are fixed outside the bounds of the known universe. A lower and higher reality, the Conmaker oversees all within Urdak now utilizes Argent energy to prevent this transfiguration. These are about demons, these are about more weapons, these are about tutorials, so we don't need to read those. Here we go. Woo! Cool. Wow, what a world. Woo! Aw, man. Let's see. Am I going this way? No? Uh... Huh. What? I pressed the button. There we go. Whoa! Whoa. Okay. Yo, get good at jumps. Slash platforming. Whoa! There we go. Easy enough, I guess. So far, so quiet. Beep. Hmm. Any breakable... How do we get up there? Any shootables? Huh. Oh no. Aha. Ah, man. Ah, God. There we go. Sorry about that. Why? I pressed it again and I fell. There we go. Woo! Mystery token. Is there anything I can use that on currently? Let's see, done. Whoops. There we go. Alright, let's move on. Yo, what up? Oh.
You cannot stop the procession. We will not be able to control it!
Get out of my way! Well, that's a demon. Yeah. Ow. The Maker drone is a ranged fodder demon. While most of its armor, its head is a weak point. Shoot its head deals extra damage, and headshots kill, drops ammo and health. Oops. Power demons. The comic will periodically empower a demon that has killed another player in the campaign. Empowered demons are stronger and they drop extra resources. Ah. Alright. Got new tech by the demons. Got some resurrection. What? Ah, boo! I thought it was highlighted in all week. When it didn't was within week anymore. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, oh boy. Oh, whew.
The icon of sin is no longer in the
Yeah.
context. The longer is unusual strong. There's a portal you have to follow. Activate the gate and get back to Earth.
Oh, whoops. Ah. Whew. There we go. Uh, there you go. that sword back just in case. Icon of Sin. As is written in the prophecies of ancient Sentinel scripture, the Titans, towering elder demons of the infernal age, would return unearthed from their immortal slumber. The Titans are believed to be harbingers of the end times, primordial forces of chaos and destruction, born from the hell-tortured spirit of the betrayer's son. It was by hell's unholy design, by the icon of sin was given flesh, that fearsome Titan, forged from the essence of mortal suffering, once bore a human soul, a soul node transmogrified and entombed within the still beating heart of its former self. The betrayal, seeking to free his son from eternal torment within the depths of hell, made an agreement, a pact sealed by the black fates of darkness, that promised to grant his son the chance to return from death. The son would live again, but not as human. In hell's endless cruelty, the son was damned to become the icon, an inhumane existence bound only to its former humanity by the disembodied, undying, immortal heart. Neat. Oh. Uh, go. Ship be locked, yo. Yeah. Nice. Alrighty. And climbing. Ah. Yeah, we're making our way up. I'll cut that shit out immediately. Yeah. Rip it open. Oh my god. Ah. Huh. Ah, beans. Ah, what? Ah, man. Jam. Alrighty. Yeah. gotta get in there, man. Fuck you. Fuck you again. I don't want to deal with that shit no more. I guess I'm doing this one. That's super high up there. How do I get up there? Woo! Okay. Hmm. What am I missing here? Uh, shouldn't this part be unlocked now? I'm a little confused. Hmm. Let's try this. Aha. Conmaker herself, every 10,000 years, the collective maker consciousness known as the Singularity bursts a Conmaker, a supreme being destined bound to lead all of Urdok until the next Khan is born. The Singularity, which contains the conscious soul data from every maker that has ever lived and died, processes and refines this data as a means of selective evolution, a hierarchy of the conscious neural matrix to which each maker is interconnected. It is physically impossible for a maker to refuse the collective order of shared consciousness and disobey a Khan. The system has functioned without error and since the creation of Urdok until now. With the disappearance of the father, the makers are incapable of creating a successor to the Khan lineage, allowing the existing Khan to hold her claim to the throne indefinitely. What the? Yeah, buddy. Alrighty, moving on.
There is a gateway we can use your other end to get back to Earth.
Whoa.
You will need to reconfigure the teleporter rings to activate it. We must move quickly. For the icon of Saint grows more powerful, the longer it is on Earth.
Woo! Oh, fuck. Ah, just what I needed. I'm water. A secret beneath me. Hmm. I don't know. Woo! Fuck you. Yay!
Now, insert failure to activate the portal.
A ton.
System acquired. Setting course for the Earth dimension now. 5, 3, 1. Alive. Confirming. You must get the other teleporter rings aligned before it's too late. The gate must be reactivated. The longer the icon of sin is on Earth, the stronger he will become.
What the heck are you trying to do, mate? Another one? No problem. Ah, there you go. Gimme, gimme. Offering of oil. Woo! Oh, fuck. Oh, God. I can't get out of here. Oh, man. That was unfair. I got stuck. I thought I had sword. Does it empty out every level or something? not what I wanted. Fuck off. God damn it. I could have sworn I was aiming for the archdemon. Ugh. What? I can't hit him. Well, I guess I'm doing this then. That did not work. Oh, give me that health. These revered figures serve as the speakers of the comic, earn positions of leadership and high esteem within their species. Angels of Urduk are gifted the orator rings, golden halos fused to their armor as a symbol of their status and rank. These divine beings occasionally gather in the conclaves or at the summons of the Khanmaker, but typically do not work together, instead being assigned an independent advisors and overseers amongst maker-controlled worlds. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, give me that. Woo! Woo! Ah, crud. Where is it? Oh god. I see it now. Huh. Get out of here with that shit. Ah. Oh god. Well, that's fun. Is that a Baron of Hell? God damn it. Oh, gotta catch a break here. Oh. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Woo-hoo! Woo! Woo! Please give ammo back. Thank you. I'll take those, even though I don't need them anymore. They go to my Praetor suit points anyway. Going up. Another one. Punch it. Heck, where am I? I see you. Trying to hide from me. Trying to be dark and stuff. No, I don't accept that. Woo! Woo! Right, gotta go the other way. Woohoo!
God may be deserving to be consumed by the demons, or her world will die.
I don't think this was intentional, but I found a secret. Yeah, do it, nerd. See, I can't go that way. Ah, but I can push the button and make it go. Oh boy. Yeah, get that, fat boy. Ah, beans. Fuck you. Crap wants a chainsaw, brah. Fuck. Ugh. Yo, boy. There you go. Oh, boy. Whoa. Fuck. God damn it. Try again, Ming? Yeah, buddy. Woo-hoo! Fuck. God damn, this room is a rough one. Eat it, punk. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. Finally, god damn. Whew!
By awakening the icon of sin inside, the seal has been broken. Now the demons will pass through the void. Never before. You have brought at this lonely place eternal damnation. But he was arrogant to bring the dormant icon here. Her hubris has shattered paradise.
Can I jump that far? Guess so. Look. Oh. This is going to be annoying platforming. Too early. Why? Oh, come on. Whew. Well, they made that hard for reasons. They are aligned.
With the rings fully aligned, the dimensional gate to Earth is now open. Get to the landing platform and pass through the portal. Earth does not have much time left.
I needed that. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Woohoo! Fuck you guys. Alrighty. Hmm. Where to go? It says there, but how do I get in there? Let's try doing this. Aha! There we go. Easy enough.
The Godmaker is here. She cannot let you leave this place alive. She is invulnerable when she has the orb within her chest. Once removed, her defenses will be down.
For millennia we have survived, made others sacrifice in the name of our prosperity, so that they may in turn find redemption. Who are you? A human, once a mortal, to defy our traditions.
Oh! Shoot at the con maker to temporarily disable her shield and refill your blood punching her. While she's vulnerable, use your meat hook to get in close and use the blood punch to deal damage. Oh my god. Got a boss. Oh, damn. Whoa. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, buddy. Damn it. Woo! Oh boy. Ah, it's not great. I was doing so good. Fuck. I think they were being really generous with this boss. They were like, oh, we know this one's hard. Oh, yeah, so it's just the boss now. But it is at full health. Huh. Fuck. Oh, I could have used the Sentinel armor. Okay. They're saying there's no uh, penalty for it, I guess. If I die again, I'll just use it that time. Oh god. What? Couldn't hit her. Fuck. Try with Sentinel. I almost had it too. That last part, there was no more guys to take out, and apparently I wasted the BFG that round. This is essentially baby mode. God. Sorry, I had to put it on baby mode, everyone. There we go. This video is getting kind of long, though, so nearly 2 hours trying to figure that out.
You have destroyed all that I was meant to rule. And all just to protect them. Servants to our beliefs. You have broken the holy seal of Erdak. Your transgressions here rupture
Well then. What?
Now,
Oh boy. What? Yeah, buddy. 2 blood punches. Oh my god. My god. That's crazy. Whew. Well, if you ended up enjoying that long and vicious part, then please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure to check out those links in the description. One will head over to my Discord server, the other to my Patreon page. Any donations are greatly appreciated. Until next time, everyone, bye bye.